So, ladies, why stylist? Why that industry?
So I studied creative direction for fashion in uni, and then since I graduated, I worked for like different things. Originally, I was more interested in film, and eventually I had some opportunity to work for intern for stylist, and I don't know, somehow it leads me to this pathway and still doing it.
Okay, and yourself?
Me? Also, I studied fashion, and then I don't know, styling is just fun, and I love clothes and creating an outfit and a character with clothes.
Okay, that's good. So, what kind of people were you when you were in school?
I've never really
Shy,
thought about it.
probably,
Same. I was like more shy, maybe a little like more like outcast, I would say.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
So I grew up in South Korea, and I was like more like, I don't know, dressed up a bit different. And I mean, I did uni in South Korea as well, and like while I was in uni there, I was like more outgoing. But like before, like in like high school or middle school, I was like more like shy, just reading books, comic books, manga, and just reading novels, fantasy books, just more like yeah.
I feel like the shy people evolve into the
I think
more
so.
creative, like.
They've got time to think.
I think so.
Yeah.
But just delving into that South Korea, I watched a TV series. What was it? It's like zombies, and there's
that one, yeah.
Now, what got me about that, and even I said to my daughter, and she said, that's what Mum said too, it was the order. It's like everybody knew there was like a pecking order in the school. Is it really like that?
To be honest, I know what series you're talking, but I haven't watched that one yet.
I feel like that's the same in every school.
Oh yeah, but there's always like kind of like
No, this wasn't popularity.
Oh right.
This was, you can't talk to me like that because I'm a...
Wealthier or?
No, not wealthy. It wasn't about wealthy. It was about what the school had grade. It's like I've gone to state school all my life.
Yeah.
But you know, like I hear in boarding schools, you kind of get like, it's like a teacher's pet position.
Right. So the more intelligent you are, like the more.
I'm not sure if it's about intelligence.
Really? I don't
they
know.
They just assign you with this position that you are accountable for a certain amount of students.
Maybe that kind of, maybe it's existing nowadays, but definitely when I grew up there, it wasn't like at least the schools that I was in didn't happen like that. It was more like more popularity thing.
Okay, so this, but then okay. I know it's very trendy in the Far East. They seem very trendy in their styles. I like their styles and everything.
Yeah, designer brands.
Yeah, it's growing quite fast now.
I'm not familiar with designer brands, but it's just the image.
Yeah, it's growing really fast now. I mean, like, to be honest, South Korea is one of the country that grows super fast, like past few decades. Like even like just in like I would say like 60s, 70s, like Korea was like one of the really poor country, and suddenly it just became one of like big, one of their big known country now.
And you got the K-pop, haven't you?
Yeah, K-pop thing.
And then my daughter loves that. She watches the movies, all subtitles, and she's really. I said, baby girl, just put it down. Let's talk with daddy. No, I'm watching this. I think, okay, got a thing. Yeah. So, what age did you come to England?
23 or something like that.
Okay. And you came to study university?
Yeah, originally I came here for study in uni, yeah.
And then you just thought you'd stay?
And then I met someone and I got married, so I settled down here.
Okay, that's good. So what's your story?
What do you mean story?
No, sorry.
Me, my story.
Yeah, you sound like you're Australian or something.
It was so funny, we were saying on the shoot today, somebody was Australian, and like English and Australian get confused sometimes. No, I'm English. My parents are Scottish. Grew up just outside London. Went to uni in Norwich, and then came back here because London is kind of the hub for fashion and like, yeah, getting a career in the, path I want.
Did you two meet during university?
No, we met afterwards. I'm assisting Inez, she's a bigger stylist than me, and we met through a friend. Been like a year and a bit, right?
Yeah, more than a year. One of our friend was link us together, and she was introduced me that like, oh, I think like she will be a good assistant for you. And then eventually, I mean, she's also doing her own styling as well, but occasionally helping me for work at the moment.
That's what the other stylist said I interviewed today. She said that sometimes you're someone's assistant, sometimes someone's yours.
Yeah.
And it's like a network.
Always, yeah. And also, I feel like you still need to assist people, like, because you're never going to be at the top of your game. Like, it's good to be on projects that you won't be part of. Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you two been in the business?
Right now,
like 2018.
I think like for me, like, I don't know if it counts like while I was like doing like assisting for like other stylists in uni as well, but like if it doesn't count that one since I graduated, which is like 2017.
Okay. What would be your advice to a younger person who wants to go down the route that you've gone down to get to where you're going?
Assist people.
Now, when should they start assisting people from?
As soon as possible.
Yeah,
like if you're in uni, you should be
just
assisting people.
Yeah, start now.
Like while you're studying, and always get paid.
Yeah. Always make sure to find someone who's paid.
Said to me today. She said she doesn't assist. She doesn't allow people to assist her if she hasn't got it in the
Who is this stylist? I want to know her.
Yeah, same.
She does a lot of the rap thing. I think her name's written in here. I'd have to. I'll show you shortly. It says.
Oh, look, the rapeseed.
Beautiful.
Oh, what are they? Daffodils? Sunflowers.
It's rapeseed.
What's rapeseed?
Yeah, it makes like rapeseed oil.
I never heard of that.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Like cooking.
Yeah, it's typical.
You sure you're from London? Really, true. We're in the countryside. Where are we going? Oh no, we're getting back into.
We are going to Dalston.
Yeah, Dalston.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's why I picked her up from the other stylist. Yeah, okay. That's a very creative area, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dalston, yeah.
Dalston,
a lot of my neighbors, or like even just like a lot of my friends, just like lives just around the area there.
Okay. What have you learned from working in the industry that you wish you knew when you started?
To get paid.
How to pretend myself successful.
Yeah.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, fake it till make it. Yeah.
So that's really necessary, you find?
Well, I think you like downplay when you first start.
Bit,
I can't do this, but you definitely like. You know,
like rather than being honest, I think it's rather to be like more like, oh, I can do this. I'm surely I can do this. More like showing them trust, like showing them how to say your potential, and then get their trust is quite important.
Yeah, and then just figure it out on the job.
Yeah.
So basically, you just say yes to everything.
Yeah.
And then you get somebody assistant who could actually help you, if anything.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't mean that you should be yes for like literally every single thing. You should have your own opinion as well. But however, just like normally stylists get the works from like producers, and then when you just started, like when you just started, normally they start as editorial jobs, and then going to the commercial world like advertisement and like campaigns and stuff. And then when you just started, you might be like a little bit like confused about how to rate, how to tell them my rate and stuff. But just if you're being confident, they think that you are experienced. Because like it's still same, like you already experienced with editorial, but however it's just like it's about just like
also with styling, like if you have a client that's particularly difficult, you need to fill them with like confidence that what you're presenting is amazing. Like if you go in with saying, oh, what do you think about this, they might say, I don't know. If you say this is going to look amazing, they're going to go for it.
Okay, because they trust your judgment.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And you're speaking with authority.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting. How other ways do you motivate and get the client on board?
You just say how often?
How do you motivate a client?
How do you motivate?
Yeah, get them on board.
So normally how it works is I'm a freelancer one, so I'm not working for like certain company. So previously, if I work with some certain producer, they are recommending to another producer, or like give me another job of like from same producer. So if you're being like really good on that job, then you'll automatically get like more jobs. And then like about motivation wise, normally it's either two clients. One is like they don't know what they want, or they know what they want but they don't know how to explain to me. I think it's like either two. So once I just like fully like visualize and get like proper reference images to show them this is how it will going to look like, and make clear about it, I think they know that like what they will get, and they are like, oh, like yeah, like with this clothing we can using it for this scene, or like something like that. They are a little bit more believe me, and then yeah, a little bit motivated from me, I think.
What kind of clients do you work for? What are they, musicians?
Everything.
Everything, like musicians, celebrities, actors, actors, editor. I do magazines, campaigns, lookbooks, advertisements, everything.
Hotels.
Just like whatever you think that when you see it on media, if they are wearing clothing, there is definitely stylists involved.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So no one rocks up with just their own clothes on? And
No.
everybody has to have a fresh pair of the latest?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's probably why they get... That sounds unnecessary.
I know, but...
Because the thing isn't... Not trying to put you lot out of business here. I'm just thinking, if I'm a rapper, I must know my own image.
Well, you can have an aesthetic, but also like a stylist is able to source things for you that would be like amazing. You know, they can elevate a look that you might wear, but then...
For celebrities, it's different because you're basically borrowing the items from the brand, because they are willing to let you have to using it for celebrities to wear them to like promote their brands. So basically, for celebrity wise, buying clothing is more for commercials, because like they are like no one, so a brand doesn't want to using their garment on there, and budget is like smaller than celebrity. So for the celebrities, I'm contacting to brands, so I'm doing like this celebrity for this occasion, then can I get like these look samples, and then once they confirm it, I'm picking up from them and then putting that one to my client.
Have you ever had a situation where the client didn't want to give the clothes back?
Just like, I mean, like I had, but...
And how did you handle it?
That one was I personally purchased, so I gave it to him. I gave it.
You just let him have it?
Yeah. I mean, it was not like too expensive one, so I just let them have it. I mean, if it's like Cartier, I'm saying no, definitely, but yeah.
So that's a good question. How much are these kind of clothes worth that you're marketing?
Well, that's what Inez is saying is like we loan from PR agencies. So like the collections that designers make, they have samples made and then it's loaned out. So it doesn't cost anything.
It's basically it's like there's no value. I would say it's like there's no
purchase
actual value on it, because basically same sample. There's one sample, for example, and then every celebrity is wearing it, like keep like rotating.
Oh, so it's one. But it just gets dry cleaned all the time.
Yes, exactly.
Like
exactly.
He's a bit of military.
Exactly.
Hey, it's not new clothes, isn't it? It's got Private Pile's name in.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you see same clothing in like two different magazines, it's basically one same clothing, but they were wearing in different time. That's why you need to ask them if it's available, because if someone else is borrowed at the moment, then it's not available at the moment.
So like J-Lo, I saw years ago, J-Lo wore a dress, and then so many months later,
the same one. Exactly.
So also these clothes are made for runway, like not for purchase. Yeah. So they're made for these kind of things. So to be in a magazine or on an editorial, they're made to make the fashion rather than for it to be worn.
But it's just if it's for like Rihanna or like
it'll be custom maybe.
Like S-class celebrity, then they will like probably like customize it a little bit, like just right fit on their body. But unless that, it's just like just like normal celebrity, you just need to like borrow and
Pin.
pin it. Secret, like, there's secret pins behind all the time.
Oh, yeah, because the different sizes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, so you can only kind of deal with people who aren't too fat and not too skinny.
No, not necessarily. There's brands who do different sizes, and also
you just need to find out that which one is the like big size samples or not, and then there's some of like big size brands as well. So
Have you ever had a client where you just said, I can't work with this person again?
yeah, but
Look, she wants to say something. Look at that smile, man. Well, come on, there's a story there. We want to hear it.
but I feel like whatever work you are doing, still there's like that your boss or like client that who is not fit with you, and it's just like if it is
same as like people. Like sometimes you don't get on with people. You're dealing with different people different teams every time you're on a job. Sometimes you just don't gel with that character.
Okay. And I still want to hear that story. I see her face.
No.
Okay. So, what does the future hold for you two?
We're gonna run the world.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we spoke earlier about. Run the word.
Yeah.
Run the word.
Okay. And if you could work with anybody famous, anybody in the world,
Carly Uchis.
I shouldn't say who she.
Right now, right now is Carly Uchis.
Is she a singer?
Yeah.
Yes. Or I would love to work with Doja Cat.
Why Carly Uchis?
I love her music, and she's so cool.
It's just, for me, it's just like because it's realistic, because we are actually I mean, it's not that means that we are doing it, but like we've heard one of the just director do the music video for her. So
and the music videos that she does are amazing. Yes. They're so cool.
So that's why
you know Tyler the Creator.
I'm not really up to speed of all this, but let's pretend like I do.
Yeah, he was in one of hers. It was amazing.
So yeah, just hopefully, like, I don't know if
Erykah Badu.
Oh yeah, I've heard of her. Yeah, I know.
She's cool. I didn't know she was so much of a fashion icon. She was at the Met. Yeah.
I'm just wearing Erykah Badu one now.
She has her own clothing line.
No, she did collaboration with one of the brand, and they sent this one over as a present. So I just have this one.
You can see she's very creative.
Yeah.
It's like she's kind of got some new age Afrocentric kind of image.
Yeah.
In that respect. Yeah.
I love Erykah Badu. There was a period that I was only listening to her again.
Do you see yourselves being in this career till death do your part kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
You know why I asked that? Because the other lady, she said, talking about kids and family and stuff, and she said, I
also thought about it as well.
And what did you think on that? You're going to need an understanding husband. Well, you've got a husband already, haven't you?
Yeah. I mean, I already have my partner, and then he's also working in fashion, so he understands.
Oh, okay.
And then also, but just like, I feel like because being stylist is quite physical job, means if I'm pregnant, then might need to off from my job at least like a year or so. Then, or maybe even not a year, like 2 years, right?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I have 4 children.
Then I feel like if I off from the job for 2 years, I feel like I lost
all the contacts.
Yeah.
Well, not really. You could just taking a pause.
But you're not relevant anymore after 2 years if you've not done any work.
Because fashion word is like changed really fast, and people are rotating really fast. That's why.
But you could just assist for 6 months afterwards and then get back in. You're back, yeah.
It's not really.
Have you tried it? I was going to say, have you tried? Do you know any women who've tried it?
So far, all the stylists that I know is not married or.
Like COVID screwed it for me.
Children.
I was like on a good trajectory for a career, was being offered like amazing jobs, and then COVID happened, and because I was only like the start of my career, like nobody really remembered me when I came back from COVID, so it was starting again.
Do you do a portfolio?
Yeah, website and like Instagram is quite good.
talking about that, what's your handles? Where can people find you?
What is my Instagram?
I think Caitlin Brown something, isn't it?
The Caitlin Brown.
Do you want to spell that for us, please?
Caitlin Brown.
Oh, you have the before.
The Caitlin Brown.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just to let you know, anytime you give out social media handles, always spell the whole thing, because if people make a mistake, they don't go back and check.
Yeah.
Just let you know. What about you in this?
I have a website and also social media. I barely do the social media though, but yeah. Do you want my social media?
People, it's up to you. You don't have to, but if people want to check out your stuff, just the same way the lady here is interested in checking out the other stylists.
Oh, okay. My social media handle is Inesu, which is INNESWOO, and my website is on my handle, I think.
Okay, that's good. And you ladies are young, and I noticed, I don't say in a patronising way, is it like the field dominated with younger blood?
I think so, because like now when I'm going to the shoot, a lot of shoots are that I'm the oldest one. So
Really? How old are you? Can I ask you that?
33?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were much younger than that.
Oh, thank you. That's
Like
great.
in your 20s or something.
That's great. Thank
So
you.
don't tell me you're 18 or something.
Oh, thank
45.
You
No,
don't-
I'm 25.
I was going to say, you're at my age, yeah. Okay. No, but I think it's a good thing. The younger generation are, you're not just muscling, but you're taking the reins
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Because what I've noticed I've done over 1,000 interviews, the younger, the Gen Zs, the millennials, I think the Gen Zs are kind of really taking life in just doing stuff. Putting themselves in positions where they're making money and doing things. And I look back to my generation, and I'm Gen X, to put it nicely, and we weren't doing that. Mind you, we didn't have half the technology you had, but I'm very impressed. So well done in that respect of things.
I feel like opportunities are more open to everybody
for sure,
now.
yeah.
Maybe you wouldn't know about this kind of role, but like now, social media, you can do anything. You can do any job, and you're exposed to so much. So
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point as well, because with social, even if you think about the music industry, before people would say you can't come in, you're not that right kind of music, or you can't sign this or do this, and now you put your thing on YouTube. If everyone likes it, they come to, come here. I speak to people in the ARO industry, and they said all they have is teams of people who scout YouTube, checking analytics,
Yeah.
and then reach out and say, sign here, please.
yeah, it's more accessible.
And then basically you can get like job like worldwide anywhere, like if you're on like online. That which is, I feel like it's like amazing.
Because I feel like fashion, it's maybe it used to be like nepotism. Like it would be somebody's dad worked in that company.
If you don't know anyone in the fashion world, it was hard to get in. But like now, like literally anyone can be any like fashion icon or like something. You can just put your own like styling or like outfits on like, I don't know, Instagram or like TikTok, those kind of things, and become a star, isn't it?
That's an interesting, the nepotism I like. That's because you made me realise the other lady I interviewed, and sorry to referring back to this lady all the time because I don't know anything about your industry apart from what she told me this morning. So afternoon, it took a couple of hours ago, she said she left uni because she found there was a lot of rich kids.
Yeah,
I would do exactly the same.
Loads of money to, like they had 5k a month spending money for materials alone.
Yeah, so even like fashion design, you can outsource your designs. If you draw it, you can send it off to be made, and you're still graded in the same way as somebody who's bought all the fabrics and has made it, which I don't think is fair. And also your final collection is only going to be as good as how much money you have to afford the fabrics. Like if you only have 20 quid, you can't buy 16 different fabrics to make an amazing like 6 outfits.
How would you solve that issue?
Well, my friend did it, and we cut up a bunch of duvets and she made puff coats out of them. Like, there's cheaper ways around it. And also, you know, if you're actually creative and inventive, you'll find a way.
What springs to mind, and you can shoot me down if you don't like this idea, the universities say, okay, through your funding of your fees, everybody's allocated a certain amount of material. You all have to do the best with that.
Might be good, but just like only certain amount, like limiting budget might be quite a good idea. But just the only thing is, I think the reason why they're not doing it is it kind of limits because like depends on what material you're using. It can be like very different even if you're making same shape. So maybe that's why they are not doing that. But and also I would say even some people are like spending loads of money in there, and some of them are not successful. So
yeah,
still
true.
like there is open things. For me personally, I didn't study fashion design. I studied creative direction. So mine was like more like my graduation project was like more just like a projection mapping, more like technology thing. So and it didn't really cost that much. Basically, you just need to program and things. So it could be a bit less. And also for me, to be honest, like in fashion world, like if you're like really passionate, you don't really need the degree. I would leave the study. I would leave my uni if I could just stay in UK without my visa. But at that point, I only was able to stay here in UK with my student visa. Mm-hmm. If I drop the school, I straightly need to leave UK. So I don't know. It's a bit hard to
there's lots of
decide about it. Yeah.
No, I see what you're saying, but it's interesting. But the main thing is, as you ladies say, is assist. Now, to get to assist, how do you you're in uni, you start off, you've got your couple of £100 a month that you're earning to buy materials. How do you manage to sort out becoming an assistant?
I guess if there's stylists that you really like, if it's a stylist that you want to be, I'm sure there's people that you look up to, and you can find their contacts like Instagram, and you message them and say, hey, I'm looking to be a styling assistant. If you need, any help anytime, I'm around.
What's the world of stylists like? Is it like a dog eat dog world?
I haven't found that, but I don't know if I know that many stylists.
To be honest, like as a stylist, it's hard to know other stylists, because when you're going to the shooting, you are the stylist and other people will be makeup artist, creative director, photographer, and other people. So I know a lot of other people. I don't really know much stylists. I know few stylists that I previously assisted like long time ago, but not that many stylists I personally know. But so far, like most of the stylists that I assisted was very nice. I mean, it could be, I've heard a few of like horror stories, but I think it really depends on like who you meet. I'm not the horrible person, right?
Is it a mainly female dominated industry? Because you're obviously the second.
There's not really.
No,
not really. Definitely not really. There's a lot of like guys, because definitely some of stylists that I assisted was guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, ladies, it's been a great interview. Is there any questions that I've missed out that you think some young person would need to know?
If you're like international student, just make sure to learn how to writing email in English first.
So Google. So don't write it and then change it word for word.
And don't ever say nice to meet you, because I was kept using that phrase like for like 2-3 years, and at some point my partner find out that I was writing that nice to meet you, and then he said it's horrible. And I was like, then what's the better way? And he said just like say like nice to link with you, or just like saying hope you're well. I was like, but we first met on online, and he said it's such a weird thing.
Where's your partner from?
He's British. He's from New Forest.
Okay. So he's Englishman. Okay. So at least, yeah. I was gonna say, It's just, you know, some people give advice and then they could be wrong in that respect, but if he's an Englishman, he probably knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
In that respect. Okay. But there's nothing else?
Don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for that, ladies. Do you want to just remind people where they can find you and then we end up?
At the Caitlin Brown.
At Inasu, it's double N.
Okay, thanks a lot, ladies, and we wish you well.
Thank you.
We hope that episode enhanced your life. We post an interview every day as well as vlogging on our social media channels. Don't forget to subscribe to get our latest episode.